Hello there, I'm Patty Bean. I am submitting my 5 elements for review. I'm going to do the 5 elements and I'll do the first 5 element sequence, and then I'm going to just follow up with the second 5 element for each element. So I'm just going to do it a little bit creatively, and that way practice each of the standing postures and each of the moving flows for each of the elements back to back. So that's how I'm going to do my sequence today. So thanks for joining me. All right. So we are going to start out by setting aside everything it's taken us to get to the class today. And we'll set aside everything we have yet to do and become present, mind, body, and breath, as we begin our Qigong sequence, our Qigong practice. We'll take our left hand on our low belly, right below the navel, placing our right hand on top, deep abdominal breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, becoming present. Slow, deep breaths. We'll begin doing our knocking on our door of life. So we keep our feet in contact with the earth. We rotate from that low dantian as we bring our arms behind us. One hand is behind us, the other is knocking across the front. So we're knocking on the door of life in the back with a soft fist or open palm right below the kidneys. So we're bringing in our kidney energy. Our kidneys are responsible for our get up and go, the adrenal glands that sit on the kidneys. That's what's our cortisol. We need that get up and go, so we're getting warmed up. We'll take that front hand and knock right below the collarbones. One hand at a time. Back hand is still knocking on the door of life. It's a great way to bring energy into the lungs, help clear out stagnant emotions. Then we'll take that front hand and go up and over the shoulder onto the upper trapezius. So we slap right over the shoulder. Maybe we need to slow it down a little bit. The back hand comes behind, knocking on the door of life. We all hold so much tension here. It's a great way to get some of that energy moving, that stagnant energy. We'll go back down, knocking under the collarbones on the front hand, door of life in the back, rotating around the spine. Back down, door of life, soft fist or open palm. Rotating around the spine. Moving on to spinal cord breathing. Slow this down. Let's do a check-in. Just check in. Notice what you feel in your kidney area. Your hands, arms, fingers, wrists. Deep belly breath. Spinal cord breathing, bringing those fists towards the forehead. We curve the spine in a gentle C shape. We tuck the tailbone under slightly. There's not a lot of hip or knee movement. This movement is in the spine. Bringing those arms up and out. The elbows are out, arms are bent. We're gazing upward. And then curl that spine slightly, tucking under the tailbone. Exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. We're articulating those joints in the spine. Last one. Exhale. Returning to natural breathing, we'll begin our 5 element flow. Buddha holds up the earth. We're in our soft Qigong stance. Our palms are up, our arms are in a circle. We inhale, sweep those palms up towards the chest, away from the face, rotating palms towards the sky. We have a pause at the top of the inhale. Then we bring those arms, lowering them back down, palms up, sweeping our arms up, palms up, and pushing the palms away. Pause at the end of the inhale. Exhale, float those arms back down, palms come back up. Pause at the bottom. So inhale. Exhale. So this is the metal element. We're sweeping, we're clearing, we're bringing new energy into the lungs. Color is white. We're bringing in courage. Standing posture for the metal element is lower, embracing the tree. So we sweep those arms in a circle. Our palms are slightly turned up, as if we're catching and containing all of that energy that we just stirred up. And we breathe. The second 5-element sequence is soaring crane, who will float those palms out in front of us, shoulder height, out to each side, turning the palms up, touching thumb and forefinger like the OK symbol, and sweeping those palms back towards center. Sweeping our hands out, shoulder height, out to each side, turning the palms up, and OK symbol back. Inhaling. Coming onto the toes, exhaling, rocking back onto the heels. Inhaling and exhaling, last one. We take the standing posture for this sequence is our hands stay in the thumbs and fingers touching, the index finger touching, and we scoop under, just like lower embracing the tree. And we breathe. So those are the two flows for our metal element. We'll move on to the water element, the fountain. So we'll take the backs of the hands, sweeping them up through midline, shoulder height. Sweep those arms around and palms down. Sweeping those hands, back of the hands up through the midline. Sweep the palms around and down, arms out to each side. Very fluid water element. Bringing in energy through the bottoms of the feet, bubbling spring up through the body, filling and nourishing those kidneys. Imagining the color blue, bringing in gentleness, relaxation, and flow into the body. Standing posture for the kidney element, for the water element, is kidney breathing. Relaxing those shoulders, bringing the arms behind the back just gently. We don't want to bring our shoulders up to our ears. It's like we're containing, our palms are up, we're containing all of that energy we just brought into our kidneys, and we breathe. Releasing that. So there's the water element, the two sequences for the water element. Now we'll do the wood element. Tree sways in the wind. So we'll turn our torso over to the left. We sweep our palms up all the way along the side of the body. Overhead, elbows are bent, fingertips are pointing towards the top of the head. We come back to center and sweep those arms around and down, palms down. That's the exhale. Turning our torso over to the right, we're coming our power from that low dantian as we sweep up. Turn back to the forward and then sweep the arms around and down. So this is the wood element, bringing that energy into the liver, clearing the gallbladder meridian on the side of the body. It's the color green. Working on bringing in strength, flexibility, and resiliency. And our standing posture for the liver is mid-embracing the tree. So we've got soft elbows. Our hands are just about chest height. And we're containing that energy that we just stirred up. Going right into repulse the monkey. So we are going to sweep our right hand palm up past the side of the body, past the liver, as if we're drawing that energy right into the liver. That arm goes back and over, and we come right in over the ear with the palm down, and then we switch hands, scooping the left hand out and around, swimming. Repulse the monkey, monkey mind, that shattering mind. So this is helping us calm those busy thoughts. Helping us let go of worry, stress, and tension. Last one, coming back to mid-embracing the tree as our standing posture. We'll go ahead and breathe. We'll take our weight into the right leg, so we're standing into that right leg, strengthening the right side of the body, and snake spits out tongue. We've got our hands as if we are pointing right to that palm. The middle ring and pinky finger are folded in towards the palm. So we're standing solid. We'll come back to center, to mid-embracing the tree, and breathe. And then we'll send that weight into the left side body. The left hand, index fingers pointing to the right palm. Building strength, and we breathe. Release those hands down. Cloudy hands will sweep the right arm across at heart height. The left hand is palm down, and it just goes along for the ride. We're turning, rotating the spine. We're coming from our power center, that low dantian, as we circle back to the other side, sweeping, switching arms, cloudy hands, bringing in heart energy, fire, joy, and love. Nourishing our heart meridian, nourishing our heart space. The color red, sweeping those arms from side to side. We want to get into our flow and just feel like we could do this all day long without effort. Remember that we want to turn from that low dantian. Last one, bringing our hands to our low dantian, imagining that we're holding that ball of light. Bringing those arms up in front of us with our elbows bent, our palms facing up. We've got about 100-degree angle on our arms. We've got our elbows bent, they're lower than our wrists. Holding the golden urn to the universe, we imagine that we're containing, bringing in, drawing in all of that earth energy, all of that energy from the heavens coming down to our urn, right down through our arms and coming right into our chest. Imagine that light coming in. So we're connecting to the earth, we're connecting to the heavens, and we breathe. Come back down to the ball. And then Fair Lady works the shuttle. So this is a little bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. So we'll take it nice and slow. We're going to take our left hand up to our forehead height with the palm away. So it's like, huh, and we push away with the palm, but we're not pushing clear out so we lose our center. We just have a nice little push. Then we take that right fingers and point it to the left elbow as we sweep over to the other side, bringing the back of the right palm like a fainting lady and push away just slightly with that left hand. So we're pushing away that stress, tension, and really nourishing our heart space. Very fluid. Finding your flow. Last one. And our standing posture for this is holding the diamond. So it's just like holding the chi ball, except we're holding a diamond right in front of the heart space, sending our intention, our joy, our love out into the world, or perhaps to someone that we know that needs it. Experiencing that joy, perhaps with an inner smile. Bringing our hands back down to the low dantian, preparing for the first 5-element flow for the earth. The spleen, the color yellow, and that's pebble in the pond. So we go from our low dantian and we sweep those arms around at shoulder height, palms down, sweeping our arms back around with the palms up, and sweep, bending the knees, coming up a bit, and then come back, slight knee bend, palms up. So it's like we're skimming the surface of a pond, the ripples on the water when we drop a pebble into the pond. Sweeping around, bringing that energy into the spleen. Last one. And the standing posture is holding the golden urn to the earth. So we're in our nice stance, our qigong stance. Our arms are bent. We've got our palms facing down to about spleen height. Soft wrists, soft ankles, knees, hips, and we breathe. Feeling that connection from the golden urn on our palms down to the earth. Filling ourselves, grounding ourselves. And then back to the chi ball. So back to that ball at the low dantian. Taking our right hand and scooping under. We'll do single pebble in the pond. We reach out, sweep around with our palm down, and then come back and switch off. So the left hand comes underneath the low belly. And the right hand sweeps across and around, gathering that energy, bringing it in to fill up and energize our spleen meridian. Sweeping the palm down and then coming in under the low dantian with the palm up to contain the energy. One more set. And then we will pull down the heavens in 6 directions to close our practice today. We needed to do chi ball there. So let's hold our chi ball. And now we'll pull down the heavens. So we're going to inhale, bringing our palms up, our arms out to each side to shoulder height. We'll turn our torso over to the left with the right arm in front, left hand behind, palm up, and then we'll sweep both arms up overhead, fingertips reaching to the sky as we slowly rotate back to center, and then float those palms down in front of the body. That's the exhale. Inhaling, palms out, up, arms out to each side. The left arm comes forward, right arm back, sweeping those palms up overhead, rotating back to center and float the arms down. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Bringing that left hand on our low belly, right hand on top. Bamboo in the wind. That'll be our closing posture. So our feet are as comfortable, as close together as is comfortable, and you feel sturdy. We imagine that we're that long piece of bamboo reaching to the sky, grounded through the earth, and we just begin to sway in the wind. Connecting, grounding. Our practice today has allowed us to let go of our stress, worry, tension, allows us to bring in energy and vitality. And there's our practice. Thanks for joining me.